Welcome to channel where I make your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about migrating to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side, so once we have all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting all the insight. Now today's video we're gonna get you some updates on the current, well there's not much of the change of policy, but there's some update on the English language requirements, and we also look at the 408 visa, which, well, they said that they're gonna abolish the COVID pandemic stream, but they still kept it. So why don't we utilize it? Well, let's have a look what we got there. Okay, now the first thing, let's look at the English language visa requirement. There has been a little bit of change a couple of days ago. You can see that it's on the 26th of July, which is just last week. It's not a major issue. Well, I assume most of the visa applicant in Australia is taking either IELTS or PTE. They're basically saying they gotta take out TOEFL iBT, but let's look at the wording here. It's really interesting. It actually says from 26th of July, well, which is already over, and that means now until the future that TOEFL iBT will no longer be offering English language test for Australian visa. Well, what does that mean? I mean, that sounds like it's the testing center. They are not accepting for the Australian visa applicants. Well, is that the right thing? I don't think so. But let's continue to read on. As they're actually saying that the traditionally there's a IELTS and there's a one skill retake. Well, I don't really recommend doing that because it's only a few. It's only, we can see that it's only 476 exception for 476, 482, and 485. But I don't really recommend doing that. You might as well get things done ready, because doing OSR doesn't give you additional points for skill migrations. Okay, and there's also PTE that we know long time. There's a Cambridge English, there's OET for most of the health profession, and last but not least there's TOEFL IBT. So TOEFL IBT, my feeling, it's basically the Australian government is taking it now, but it's saying all the other way around. I think it's because things down here, as you can read, right now, let's move that a little bit over so you can see it's right there. Now in the light blue box, it says online, at home. Wow, crazy. I didn't know that. Well, first of all, to be honest, I did not know that the English test can be actually taken at home. Okay, now English test, language test, some test providers offer alternative version of their test that they can take at home or online, such as TOEFL IBT. Okay, special home edition, OET at home, IELTS indicator, and IELTS online. So I don't think IELTS is doing that anymore. I mean, none of my clients, or I've heard people doing on at home or online. Home Affairs does not accept those score for these kind of tests, taking at home or online tests. Now, it was invented during the pandemic because you cannot actually go out and go into a test center and take it, so it was online, but it's no more. Now there's an interesting news, but it's not actually a news. Let's have a look at that one there. Now this is actually back when, this is back in 2022 February. Now what happened here, as you can see, this is coming from Study International. It's a phenomenon going all around the world. Usually people taking TOEFL is for heading to USA. So there was a massive cheating going on, and it's actually done it through the ETS Global, which is the ETS subsidiary. So ETS Global is actually official provider for the TOEIC and the TOEFL tests for over 180 countries with 9,000 locations worldwide. Can you imagine that? That's crazy. No wonder the wording from the immigration website sounds really weird. Let's go back and have a look at that one there, because it actually says here, it says from 26th of July 2023, TOEFL IBT will no longer offering. So I think it's the pressure coming from numbers of different government from different countries going on the TOEFL IBT, where the TOEFL IBT then forces the ETS Global to actually shut things down. Otherwise, it's not correct. It's not the right way. It's just been too many cheats going on, and that is why the government of Australia, with the immigration department, had put the wordings that the TOEFL IBT no longer offering us the TOEFL IBT is forcing, perhaps kicking ETS out. But when will it come back? We don't know. It's just a scandal. You might want to do Google and you find that there. So anyway, I've never recommend anyone heading to Australia taking TOEFL test at all. So usually just PTE or IELTS, that would be the sole two primary English tests that I will always recommend for everybody. Okay, now the other news is not news. It's as you can see, the web page, well, the immigration website has updated with a new, I don't know, this doesn't look new, but the actual website homepage has already changed, but that doesn't mean things have changed. I'm more expecting new policies, but not the website changes. Anyway, they put the cricket ball there and the cricket bat. Don't know, that's basically meant for the temporary activity visa subclass 40A. Is more for there are Australian government endorsed events. For example, they are putting it down here, says for the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023 will be an endorsed event, and as you can see, there is still COVID-19 pandemic event. I mean, didn't they say that they're gonna remove that? Well, they have dropped the student visas, the work hours from full-time down to 42 or 48 hours per fortnight. And then they also, they're looking to kill the working holiday second and third tier visas, well, which they haven't done it. And now they have still kept the COVID-19 pandemic event. I'm not too sure when that will be becoming to be scrapped as what they have planned to. So I'm just advising everybody that if you are you're in Australia and you're working for an employer, why not utilizing the this 40A visa, as it's still available. And the commonly asked question is this: now, when would that be killed or scrapped? Now, if they didn't do it in July, the next phase will be either September, October, or November. So I don't think there will be anything coming in August, because they will still require parliamentary sitting for the politicians to amend the law, and then usually will be October and November. But there's no guarantee on that one, whether they're going to put any legislative instrument or whatever it is that's required there. So definitely they have changed something, because as you can see now, FIFA Women's World Cup 2023 is a recent event. Obviously, that means they have recently embedded this into 40A visa. But when they did so, because that certainly wasn't there in previously, when they inserted this, how come they did not remove this? Well, answer is I don't know. I really don't know why. Perhaps there's still a shortage required in Australia, for example, the construction industry, where there's so many construction companies went into administration. But anyhow, why not utilizing it? Anyway, should you have more question, query, more than welcome to leave comment right down below. And I see you next video. Goodbye.